Hello everyone. In this session, you can find denaturation and renaturation of proteins. Coming to denaturation of proteins, you all know that the native conformation of a protein is the conformation in which the proteins are biologically active, and that will be the three-dimensional shape of the protein. So, only in native conformation, which is having a folded structure, proteins will be biologically active, and that is called native conformation. Disruption or unfolding of this native conformation of a protein is termed as denaturation. This results in the loss of biological activity when the folded structure, that is native conformation, is changing into unfolded structure, that is termed as denaturation, where it will be losing its biological activity. So in denatured protein, proteins are not having any biological activity. Depending on the degree of disruption, the loss of the biological activity of a protein may be partial or complete. It will see the extent of loss of folding, extent of loss of biological activity. Depending on that, the complete loss of biological activity or partial loss of biological activity will happen. Most of the denaturation process will be irreversible. Then during denaturation, all or part of the tertiary structure is lost and secondary structure is also affected. And this denatured protein, which is resulted from the native conformation, will be insoluble, whereas the folded protein, the native conformation protein, will be soluble, but denatured protein, it will be insoluble. Now, coming to the causes of denaturation, it can be caused by strong acids or bases. When proteins are treated with strong acids or bases, it will lose its biological activity. If we heat protein, again it will lose its biological activity, or mechanical agitation, or certain reagents like urea and mercaptoethanol, organic solvents, or detergent. Action of any of these reagents will lead to denaturation of protein. For example, you know that when you heat the egg white, that is egg albumin, which is soluble and transparent, it will turn into insoluble and opaque, which cannot be regained. Similarly, beating of egg white into a form which is again insoluble structure. So, egg albumin in the beginning, before heating, it was soluble, it was a native conformation where all biological activity of these proteins are there. But once you heat that, once it become insoluble and opaque, it is becoming a denatured protein where it is losing its biological activity. Here you can see the pictorial diagram of what is happening for a protein when it is in when it is in biologically active state, and when it is heated, it is becoming coagulated protein. Denatured protein is also termed as coagulated protein. Now coming to renaturation of protein. If the loss of folding, loss of biological activity is only partial, in some cases we can regain the biological activity by slowly removing the denaturing agents. So the process of slow removal of denaturing agents in a protein is renaturation by the action of dialysis process. So through dialysis process, the by removing the denaturing agents, we can restore the biological activity of protein. That process is termed as renaturation. The renaturation involves refolding of the chains, which can involve only changes in conformation of the macromolecule. It also includes the addition of prosthetic groups like coenzymes, other ligands, and the introduction of disulfide bonds between cysteine residues in protein, and protein gets folded starting with the unfolded denatured state. For example, an experiment is there related to this renaturation process. Before we go that, another one more point we discuss, that is the structure regenerated is the secondary and tertiary structure of a single domain protein that remains monomeric. If the protein consists of multiple domains, quaternary structure gets regenerated. Example for regeneration, that is renaturation, we can give an example like action of ethyl ammonium nitrate as renaturing agent on hen egg white protein. So slowly the denaturation can be lost and the biological activity can be regained. In Anfinson's experiment of thermal denaturation with ribonuclease, this is an experiment which shows how the biological activity or the folded structure of protein can be regained. For example, bovine ribonuclease, which is an enzyme, and it is a single polypeptide chain of 124 amino acid residues with small molecular weight which contain 4 disulfide bonds, which contain, here you can see, this is the enzyme. This is the bovine ribonuclease enzyme. This orange line shows the disulfide linkage. There are 4 orange lines. So 4 disulfide, SS linkage is termed as disulfide linkage. So these type of disulfide linkages is there in the active enzyme, which is the native ribonuclease. There are 4 disulfide linkage, and this structure of this enzyme is biologically active. When this is treated with beta mercaptoethanol in 8 molar urea, the disulfide bonds are reduced to SH group. As a result of the denaturation, the enzyme activity is lost. So this structure, when treated with the reducing agent, this bond will break. The sulfur-sulfur disulfide bond will break and it will be reduced to SH bond, SH bond. So it is splitting into, this bond will be splitting into a unfolded structure. It will be splitting into unfolded structure. Then the denatured ribonuclease, when freed from urea and beta mercaptoethanol by dialysis, it slowly regained the enzymatic activity as the SH groups are oxidized by oxygen of air to form SS bond. From the unfolded structure, if you remove the reducing agents, then slowly the sulfur-sulfur bond will be again formed. The disulfide linkage will be again formed and it will be coming back to the folded structure, which is the active form. So here you can see the first it is slowly breaking and afterwards completely breaking, forming unfolded structure. From the unfolded structure, if the reducing agents are slowly removed, then again it will form back to this structure, which is a formation of the disulfide linkage, and in the native conformation the biological activity can be regained. But if the reduced ribonuclease in 8 molar urea solution is reoxidized, then it loses its enzymatic activity almost completely as wrong disulfide bonds are formed, resulting in scrambled ribonuclease. Once the ribonuclease is scrambled, then we cannot regain the biological activity. The denaturation cannot be regained. So in this session, we have seen the definition for denaturation of protein and the reagents which will cause denaturation, then renaturation of protein, in whichever situation the biological activity can be regained, and Anfinson's experiment with ribonuclease.